What's good, Gremlin Gang? Today we're going to be going through the Like Him animation by Ted as a creator, animated by me. We're going to be going through the OC lore because I wanted to. Not that any of you really asked for it or anything, but the lore video is hard to understand if you don't know about it, so I'm going to be going through the scenes and explaining things that would be hard to understand if you didn't hear it from me. So in the first bit here, we see events are not in order because I couldn't find a way to shoot the video or animate the video and storyboard it in a way this makes sense. Sorry. So I had to make everything out of order so that it would look good musically, but still fit in lore-wise. But the events are not in order. Next we see Alexander's dad grab a gun and point it at his mother. Now, in this scene, when Alexander's mother dies from a shot from his dad, it seems a lot more graphic and horrible, because if you were a kid and you saw your mother got shot, it would be a lot more traumatic for you, and your childish brain would manipulate the scene to make it look more gory than it is. So I made the scene look more intense, and in the scene she's shot in the head, but in reality she was shot in someplace else. But Alexander takes it in a different way because he saw this scene as a child. So in his head, the scene has been manipulated. First off, we see my character Alex as a kid. This is Alex and his mother. We see Alex as a kid get a little toy cat from his dad, and his mom's calling him and everything, and the toy cat is a toy cat just because this cat appears a lot. This cat's name is Maymay, and Maymay is meant to represent me in most of my comics. Next we see Alex in this flower shop, which is where he works now after he ran away from his father. And then we see him in his superhero suit using his powers, which he got from his mother. Once again, in another scene, I put Maymay in the background because, again, this cat is supposed to represent me in the comics. And up in the corner up there, we have a selfie of Rosa and Alexander taking a selfie, and Rosa is Alexander's partner, romantically. The reason we later see Alexander wearing glasses instead of when he was wearing glasses as a kid is because he's always needed glasses, but when he lived with his father, he didn't allow it because his father was scared of him looking like him so much. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Then our visuals are meant to represent Alexander running into his room and sitting down on his bed. And then it shows a family picture, and then I'd like to point out that this picture frame in the background goes black after it's shown. I'd also like to say, I know this character is named Alexander, and somebody else I know on YouTube has a similar name, but I made this OC a year ago, way before I met that person, so there's no correlation, okay? I'd also just like to point out Alexander's family here. This would be Alexander, this is his mom, his dad, and his brother, which I will talk about later on. I'm gonna slow it down because these visuals are very fast, but in these visuals, Alexander's dad hands him a gun and points at a target. Canonically, I don't know how many people it is, but I think canonically by now Alexander has canonically been ordered to kill 3 people. And when Alexander's dad presses a button right here and appears water, in Alexander's father's house, he has a sort of contraption in his house that's a trap door that when he presses the button, it traps the target into water. And this is Alexander witnessing that. I know it sounds really dark, but you just gotta hear me out for a second. It gets better, okay? This building right here is where it all happens. This is Alexander's turning point in life. I think I'm gonna call him Xander from now on, because it's kind of a mouthful, I'm sorry. So this is Xander's turning point in life. This building is where it all happens, but I'll cover it later, just give me a second. And then we get our first look at Alexander's brother, whose name escapes me. His name is, it starts with an X as well. I forgot! Give me a second. Okay, one trip to the... Remember his name? This is Zamari, also spelled with an X. He's important, I promise. We see Zamari and Xander at their mother's funeral, which they themselves had to host because his father didn't want to help him. Xander's father's name is Richard. Richard is very much so not a good guy. He's just awful in every way, and you should hate him, really. During another fast visual, the host shows up and puts his hand on Zamari's shoulder, and we can obviously tell something's wrong with Zamari, and then his outfit changes. So the host shows up one day, and he buys Zamari off of Richard, who's the father, and hypnotizes him. It sounds really bad, but just give me a chance. Richard, the dad, is seen leaving the mansion and going after Zamari and Xander, who decided to run away, and they're trying to make it to the train. But then he finds them, and they start a fight, and they're yelling and everything. They actually say something in these scenes, and I lip-synced it, but I can't really remember what I planned them to say, but there was something real here. Anyways, Richard and Zamari have a fight over there, while Xander is the only one who really makes it out. He doesn't die though, Zamari's fine, okay? Another explanation as to why these scenes are out of order is because this is meant to be seen from Xander's POV, point of view. It's meant to be seen from Xander's perspective. And Xander, while he's thinking about all this, he's currently on the train from when he ran away. So all this has just happened, I think. I'm so lost right now. Dude, stay with me. Now comes that building I told you about. Alright, so in this building, Richard, the father, and Alexander, or Xander, go on a mission to assassinate these people who've been harassing Richard's mob, because he's a mob leader, and I didn't mention that for some reason. He's a mob leader now. So they go on a mission, shoot some people, but then Xander realizes, wait, this is actually really not good because we're killing people, and I found a kid in the closet. Wait, we should actually not be doing this. I wish I could explain it in a way that made it sound really cool, but it's really cool to me. So Richard finds Xander, and he's like, what the heck are you doing? Go kill those people, that's what we're here to do. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna kill people because that's literally just wrong. No. So another flashback, which is out of order. This would be when Xander has already ran away and Zamari is all by himself, but still happy because Xander made it out even though he didn't. So that makes Richard really angry, so he calls up the host and he sells Zamari to the host, and which is really a bad idea because Zamari ends up getting even more traumatized and hypnotized, and he loses the ability to see, so he's blind now. This sounds really cruel, I'm so sorry. Okay, back to the building. Richard is yelling at Xander, and Xander realizes I should definitely get out of here. So he jumps out the building and tries to run away using his powers. Eventually, Xander runs off and he's able to find a park somewhere. It's also raining for some reason, I don't even forgot that. So he's running away from his dad who's trying to kill him. He throws a rock at him. I don't remember animating that, but apparently he throws a rock at him. And now he's on the ground. But now he's smiling because deep down, not so deep down, my dog's in here. Deep down, not so deep down, Richard wants Xander to kill him. Because to him that's the family tradition, because Richard also killed his parents. This is really dark. It's really dark. So now he's holding a gun, and Xander's in the moment, he's thinking about it, and Richard wants him to do it, and Xander wants to do it, so he shoots. But not for the head, not for anywhere lethal, just in the shoulder, and Richard ends up being fine. Why are you still alive? After which he runs away and cries in the sky because he has powers and gets on a train and stuff. If you slowed down the video as much as you could, you would see the pink words in low opacity come across the screen. You are safe now. So Richard makes it out of his father's life, and he starts a flower shop, and he just forgets about it all. And then he meets Rosa. And this is actually a shot of Alexander and Dark Comet, which is the evil version of Rosa, but we're not getting into that. There is an end scene at the end of this which reveals something, but I'm not going to show it because if you want to see it with the music, with all the animation in normal speed, you gotta go watch it for yourself. I'll leave the link in the description and you can find out why he's gasping. Why, oh my gosh, what's the big surprise? What's the end scene? Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh my gosh, what's going on? Thank you so much for listening to me yap. I don't know who wanted this or who even thought that this should be a thing, but I made it, so thank you. Have a good day.